1.5 centimeters is on the bust. Okay, so like I said, I usually measure 1 cm on either side of my dart. So I'm just going to do that. 1 cm to the right, 1 cm to the left. So this is 1 cm to the right, 1 cm to the left, and I'll just rule it up to the shoulder, just on a straight line. So I'm connecting my dart leg through this point to the shoulder. My dart leg and that point are like my guidelines. Okay, so you have something like this. So you don't need to bother. Sometimes if you measure this, it will be equal to this, and sometimes it's lesser. But you don't have to worry because it is a strapless design. You're not dealing with, it's not going to have shoulder, right? Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just close this dart. When you're closing your dart, you crease it out first. When you crease it out, it makes it easier for you to close. Okay, and you tape it down. That's it. Then on the armhole, like we did in front, we will mark the point, right? Remember, let me just show you again this back. So you measure from your SP downward, then you connect to your CB. Okay, so we'll connect to the CB to the across back line like that, or whatever style you want to do, but this is what I want. So now I have my front and my back, so we're going to cut them into pieces. Okay, so I'm cutting this out. Don't forget your grain line. Let's quickly draw that. Don't forget your grain line. It's good to always draw out your grain line so that your pattern cutter knows what to do once they see it. Okay, and here also we're going to cut it out. Okay, then we'll separate this. Make sure you go slowly when you're cutting. Okay, always draw out your balance mark. That's why I stopped. I always use my bust point as one of my balance marks. So BM means balance mark. Also, you can just do 2 balance mark points here. Balance mark will help you to bring your pattern pieces together accurately when you're sewing. Okay, and we'll just cut out this as well. If you need to enroll on any of our modules, online modules, you don't need to come to the institute. You can join our online classes. All these things that we did. The module 4 is about sleeve, collar, and introduction to jacket. There you will be learning how to fix sleeves, how to position your sleeves properly. So this is all you need for the bodies of the jumpsuit. Okay, so this is cut 2. This is SB. You write the amount of allowance you need. I've written 1 inch. Your CB, also your allowance. Here you need to write your 0.5 because you're going to join it back to the trouser part. Also, this is cut 2 because one is going to be on the left. This is going to be cut on the fold and another one will be on the other side of it. So on this, don't forget your unfold sign. Your unfold sign, so that the pattern cutter would know what to cut. Also, you need allowance, your 0.5 to join. 0.25 of an inch is recommended, but if you cannot sew with that amount, you sew with 0.5, then you trim off once you're done. 0.5 for your turning, 0.5 at the armhole, your SF 1 inch as well, just like your back. And your balance mark when you're sewing should come together, right? So basically that's it for the bodies. Now for the trouser, it depends on what you want to do for your trouser, right? Both in front and at the back. This is a straight block, right? This is a straight block, so you can just cinch your knee if this is wider than your knee. But for me, this is my knee measurement. So if you want an extension, I think I did for 24. Yes, I did 14. That's 28. The bottom part is 28 inches. If you have enough fabric, you can do that. I'm just going to show you what I'm talking about. The bottom part, yes, here. Okay, it's not shown here. The bottom, I think I did about 28, because when I measured it's about 14, so that's 28. So all you have to do is measure what you have right now at the M. Let's say I have 20 and I need to add 8. So all you have to do is add 2 inches, 2 inches, 2 inches here, 2 inches here, 2 inches here, 2 inches here, and you connect to the knee. I'm just quickly going to do that. Okay, so I have added the extension at the bottom. If you're using stretchy fabric, you should make this slimmer according to your measurement. Another thing you can do is, if you're using stretchy fabric like I have done here, okay, you can get rid of the dart. I have not held any dart here, so you can take the dart out on the sides, right? So you measure the value of this dart, you measure it here. What I usually do is, let's treat the front. You can see this dart is bigger now. Remember the contouring. The contouring has made it bigger than the usual dart. So whatever you have here, let's say, let's measure. I have about 7 centimeters here as the dart. So on here, I'll just do 2, I'll just do 5. And here, I'll do 2. In designing, when you're designing, you need to learn to distribute your excess. You shouldn't be taking out your excess just from one position, right? You need to distribute your excess. So what I would do, what I did on mine was to connect this back here. This is not the ruler I used. This is a French curve. But let's see if it will do it. You're supposed to use a hip curve or a sheep curve like this. Okay, let's see. So you just connect this. Because it's a stretchy fabric, you get its stretchy fabrics are forgiving, so you will not really find it difficult doing. Okay, I'm just going to use my hand. This is not giving me the curve I want, so remember what I told you, you should learn to draw with hand as well, like freehand drawing. Curves will not give you everything you need, and because this is a miniature block, right, like a quarter scale, and I'm using scale that is meant for a full scale, a full body, so I won't get that desired curve. But I hope you got what I'm trying to say. And also this is a bit, this is, yeah, so thereabouts. Yeah. Okay, so you take out this dart. Instead of holding a dart on a stretchy fabric, you just take it out from the side and here. Stretchy fabrics, like I said, are forgiving, and yes, you won't even notice anything. Your body, it will take the shape of your body. The same thing for here. You just cut your slanted CB. Okay, you take this is not that big enough, so you can take it out from the side. You already have a slanted CB already, so you measure the value. It's about 2 cm, and you connect. Okay, you blend. Make sure you always blend. Any pointed edges should be blended. We do not have angles on our bodies. We have curves, so you should try as much as possible to curve every part of your body. So you then cut out. This is going out anyway, but this I won't cut it out because I'm just explaining to you. But if you want to hold a dart, just go ahead and hold your darts where they are. Let's say, for instance, you are not using stretchy fabrics. So again, what I've done here, can you see in front? I have just pinched this line. I've pinched my crease line and I sewed on it on the right side. I've pinched on it. So this is my crease line for the back and my crease line for the front. So what I did was I measured them, and when I was sewing, I marked them out so that I can pinch them correctly and very straight. Okay, so basically that's it. We will be going to the sleeve part now. Okay, I'll just move this away. Okay, so this is the sweetest part of it all. So I have my bodies right here, the front and back. Okay, so we don't need this, we only need this because we're going to measure the armhole both in front and at the back. So now whatever we measure here, that is from UP upward, from UP upward. UP simply means underarm point, and we have the same thing on our sleeve. This is UP at the back and this is UP in front for your underarm seam. So we're going to measure from the UP on the back bodies to this point, and also the UP in front to this point. Whatever we've recorded will come to the back. What we have here, we'll measure it here, right? So now what I have here, this is it here. And what I have in front, this is it here. I'll just bring this closely a bit. Okay, can you see it? There is a rule for sleeves and bodies when you've constructed your basic bodies and you've constructed your basic sleeves. Before you can move on to manipulations or variations, you need to make sure you have a perfect fit for your bodies for all your 5 basic slopers. That is front and back bodies, front and back skirt, and your sleeve before you move on into variation. And that's why on all our online models, after the constructions or draft of the basic blocks, we always ask students to do a test fit. Before you can move on, you need to be sure you have a perfect fit of your slopers. If your basic slopers do not fit, then your other variations would have issues. So it is recommended, it is advisable to, I beg your pardon, it is advisable to do a test fit of your basic blocks before you move on to variation. So there is a rule that the sleeve edge should be at most, I beg your pardon, 2 centimeters more than the bodies. Okay, all of this we've done in our Module 4 online course. So if you want to register, it's 30,000 for the Module 4. Each module has its own fee, so you can just click on the link below it will take you to the website where you see all the details. Each module also has its own course outline and very detailed. The sleeve was well explained there, the reason you need to, what adjustments you need to do if your sleeve is not more than your bodies. Okay, so let's just move on. Now that I have measured what I have here, and it's this, and here, from here, it's measured from UP, just like the way it's measured from UP here. And when you're measuring, please, you cannot put your tape on the flat. No way. You need to stand your tape like so. See, the edge of your tape needs to be on that pattern. I don't know if you can see, like so. You cannot flat your tape like so and be measuring. You won't be able to bend your measuring tape for accurate measurement. So basically that's it. And once this is done, you just connect here to here. You can curve it slightly, you can make it straight, you can even do outward curve, inward curve based on the design you want. But because mine is an inward curve, so I'm curving it like so. So this is going to go away. Also, before we cut, you need to determine the length of your sleeve. Do you want it to the wrist? Because this is my full sleeve. This is to the wrist. If it's 3/4, I always like my 3/4 to be about 18 inches. So I'm using the 1/4 inch. So 18 inches would be somewhere here, thereabouts, somewhere here. Okay. I need to, and you can make your block slimmer as well. How do you make it slimmer? Your elbow width measurement, your tape is placed around your elbow with your elbow bent a little bit. So you can put the measurement here. So whatever it is, like let's say for instance my elbow width is about 31. This is more than 31, so I'll just measure half of 31 to the left, half of 31 to the right. So let's say this is my half of 31 to the left, half of 31 to the right. And my wrist is about 24. My wrist entry is about 24. But because I am not, okay, let's just go on, because this is the wrist. I'll put my wrist measurement. So let's say 12 centimeters to the left, 12 centimeters to the right. So you just connect these points. So you connect these, connect like so. You need to take our sleeve class so you know how to do all of these things. That's why we always advised that. We've advised you to always do the basics, know the basics, understand the basics. When you do, you'll be able to do any other thing. You can build on it. You can watch videos on YouTube and then you'll be able to do several things. But it is very important you learn the basics. Very important. So now you just blend here. Now my sleeve is looking slimmer. What I had initially was a straight sleeve. It would be too big, but on my dress, it's not a straight sleeve. I have taken it in. I have taken out the excess. So it's looking like a shaped sleeve, kind of. I'm just trying to bring up the, can you see? It's fitted. And that's what I've done here. Now this is the point I need. All I have to do is, first of all, we cut out the crown, the sleeve edge, then the length of the sleeve, right? Then the sleeve itself, the shaped, it's looking like a shaped sleeve. This is not how to do a shaped sleeve, the real shaped sleeve, but you can go about this simple shaping this way. Okay, so this is what my sleeve will look like, and this is going to go in here, and this is going to go in here. So this armhole is going to go there, and this is going to go here. And your trousers will be there. Like so. So this is what you should have once you're done with your blocks. So basically this is it. Very, very easy. Easy, easy, easy. I hope you, whether you're using freehand method, I am sure you have gotten one or two things from this illustration. And I hope you will also share with other people. Okay, thank you for staying with me. I wish myself a very merry, happy birthday, and thank you for trusting Ibile Clothiers, ABSL, doing Shonibi. I appreciate all of you. I say thank you and God bless. It's bye now.